I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Vikings 3.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action now, Cousins.
That'll be caught. It's Rager.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, Cousins.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. Cousins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
I'll pick up with 2. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Cardinals' 4-yard line.
Here's Cousins.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Vikings are able to move back in front.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys were getting at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet. There he goes, left side. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Osborne. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing. Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark it down at the 49. 21 yards there on 3rd down. First down. Here's Cousins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Vikings at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. Well, they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Cousins flushed out right.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Cousins.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cousins now.
Hauled in over the middle by Rager. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They run again on 1st down. Cook.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins.
That'll be caught. Rager with it.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. To throw is Murray. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. That's caught right side by Anderson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Murray now to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
All right, Captain. He's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. This is caught. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Prater's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. If I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one goes for 24 yards. From Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Murray. Finding Ertz again. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Throwing again, Murray. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it. And the Vikings are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter. Ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. Following the interception, Cousins. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Out of his end zone, Cousins. He's got a man, complete. And marking down close to the 40 at the 39. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Just keeping the play alive. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup for 33 yards.
And not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll throw again. Cousins.
Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
A second down throw for Cousins. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Cook. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 13-yard line. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 9-yard line.
Cousins to throw it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Joseph connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Cardinal first down.
Murray now on first down. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Throwing now is Murray. He's got Anderson right side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Murray. The quick slant caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. Now Murray. Touchdown. Zach Ertz. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cards are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Cook again. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mindset there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mays used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Back in the end zone, can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. On 2nd and goal, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Prater for the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And Cook getting the call there on first down as he works his way forward for a nice gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. 37 yards. And the Cardinals are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coaches...
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be right down just inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Cousins. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins buying time to his left. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Joseph on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards to pick up there. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
To throw is Murray. Finding Ertz here on the out route. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. He completes it to Tompkins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Murray to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into this podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one into the end zone. And it's in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. Room here to run. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeout.